Thursday, November 23rd. Hello and happy Thanksgiving. Please pardon my voice. I've discovered that in my 40s, I don't handle allergies very well. The garden is still growing out here, and the reason I'm making this update is I want to show you the broccoli that you've been keeping an eye on, and we'll get to that. In the meantime, it's been still warm here in Southern California. We're in the low to mid 80s. I think it's now starting to cool off maybe. And we have things like roses that are still in bloom. So this is a David Austin rose, Lady of Shallot. And then these are the limon peppers. And then over here, there is a succession sown patch of, there's cauliflower in here. There is these smaller plants in between. That's gailon. We got a cabbage over here. We have some more cabbages that are further along over there. And then we have things like the sprouting broccoli, the asperbrock. So they're in here. And previously, we had some fingerling potato plants. So these are the French fingerling potatoes that we pulled out. So let's get in closer. This is our harvest, and this is, they get a little bit bigger than this. So this is the biggest we get out of them, and normally we average something like this. So that's our harvest. And then we have some more succession gailon that's out here, and the French gray shallots are coming out of the ground. So these take a long time to grow, from October all the way to July. And then I'm just going to show you our Eastern Magic broccoli that we're going to harvest today. So here it is, nice and big. And the key is when you look on the underside of this broccoli, there shouldn't be aphids. So a lot of the things that we figured out how to keep the plants happy, it keeps the aphids off. And as far as pest control, one of the things that I've worked on is to find the variables that keep the plants happy. And so that means we don't have to come in with, at least here in Southern California, we don't have to come in with any type of pesticides, whether synthetic or organic. And we're also not needing to hand pick our cabbage worms off this plant. So basically, we're growing it almost hands off. The only thing that we have to make sure is we protect the plant from being dug out by a skunk. So we have some yuzu spikes around the plant. Since we don't have a lot of these yuzu spikes, we're using some chicken wire netting over here. But ideally, I want to, in this front yard garden, I want to make it as closed loop as possible, meaning we want to get all the materials that we need from our garden or property that we either harvest off, say like a yuzu tree. And then next to it, we have asperbrock that we've been harvesting. So they look like this. They're basically a hybrid of the broccoli with the gailon, so you get these sprouting broccoli. And the other thing I want to show you, since we're still getting them, some vine-ripened tomatoes. So this plant's still growing. We got some vine-ripened tomatoes in there. And another orange one over there. And lastly, since this is going to be Halloween, this is Thanksgiving update. We got the pumpkin over here that is probably going to get as big as it's going to get. And then the other iconic Thanksgiving produce, corn. So we got some japonica striped maize corn growing out here in the front yard. And that's going to do it for our update today. I really wanted to show you that broccoli because you've been watching it. I wanted to let you see what it looks like before we harvest it. And we'll see you in the next update. Hopefully my voice comes back by then. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in the next video.